They pour a bag of sugar into boiling water. In prison, that's one of the nastiest weapons you can imagine.
This is what we do to it.
On his very first day inside, John saw it happen and froze, not knowing what to do. He tried to comfort his cellmate Tommy while slamming the emergency alarm button. Moments later, a squad of guards in helmets and shields stormed in, dragging Tommy away as he suffered a panic attack. The scene rattled 50-something-year-old John to the core. But 2 days went by, and Tommy still didn't come back. Then, out of nowhere, Billy from the cell across the hall barged in and grabbed Tommy's bag of sugar. John, trying to be fair, told him that wasn't right. You can't just take someone else's stuff, Billy snapped. Because that sugar wasn't for eating. He dumped the whole bag into an electric kettle, carried the scalding sugar water out the door. That's when John realized this guy was trouble. And from that day, Billy held a grudge against him. Next mealtime, Billy snatched the chicken right off John's tray. The first time, John let it slide. But when they were in line for the phone, Billy grabbed that too. Everyone around just watched, and John tried to get it back, but it was hopeless. So he swallowed his pride again. When he returned to the cell, he was surprised to see Tommy back, thinking maybe he'd recovered. But that night, Tommy did something shocking again. John saw him start to seize and quickly hit the call button for help. The guards showed up at the door but didn't open it. By the time backup arrived and started CPR, it was already too late. Tommy died right in front of John. The next day, when John called his son, Billy snatched the phone again. This time, John lost it, yelling in Billy's ear, but Billy didn't care. He swung at him. Blood poured from John's nose instantly. All of this was noticed by Vic, the prison's top shot caller. He wondered why John never fought back. John said he was a teacher, so he should set a civilized example, but that only made Billy think he was weak, so he kept pushing him around. Billy even spat in his food and called him a coward. Then one day, things started to change. A tall inmate named Frank came to John after hearing he used to be a teacher, asking for help writing a love letter to his wife. John gladly agreed and even taught him how to write so he could send letters on his own. That's how John made his first real friend in prison. That night, Billy came looking for trouble again, this time pouring pine oil on John's feet, ready to set it on fire. Thankfully, his new cellmate showed up just in time, threatening to call the guards and scaring Billy off. Otherwise, John would have been in serious pain. John realized he couldn't go on like this and went to Vic for help. Vic told him getting rid of Billy would be easy. But what about the next guy? That's when John understood Vic was willing to help, but he'd have to fight his own battles. Vic showed him a few boxing moves. Now, John felt ready. At the next meal, Billy spat in his tray again. This time, John didn't back down. He calmly set his tray aside and walked straight toward Billy.